Thank you very much. First, let me start by saying that the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education has embarked on a lot of strategic reforms in the recent years, one of which we have encouraged our own Gambian writers to write books that would be used in the school system. And in that way, you'll realize that those books would be depicting the environment in which these children grow. They are born and grown in those environments. So recently, we have also started working on our foundational learning, in which we are using local languages to reinforce the literacy rates of the children. All this is geared towards ensuring that we have a country, particularly a school going population, that reads, that would be able to read at a very early stage, especially from grade 1 to grade 3. They should be able to read reasonably. And not only to read reasonably, but they should also be able to read with accuracy and with speed. That is very, very important because as you grow up, most of the times when you are interviewed or when you are subjected to read a document in most international fora, you realize that you are timed. So even if you have a very detailed uh, document or statement to deliver, but if that is not delivered within the given time frame, it will not be meaningful. So this is a very, very good initiative by the organizers to ensure that we have a country that reads. In so doing, it will help people. As you read, you realize that you find out the different styles of writing that people, apply when they are writing. And that will help also in your writing skills because there is a very strong relationship between reading and writing. They are very related. He who reads or she who reads often writes better than the one that doesn't. So these are the things that we want to encourage as a ministry and ensure that going forward, children are very exposed to early reading and to not only early reading but understanding of what they are reading in terms of literacy. What the ministry has done in supplementing or supporting those initiatives or those strategies I've said is we provide what we call corner libraries. We provided books to a couple of schools across the country so that in most of the schools that got these books can create corner libraries to encourage children to be reading those books in the school. So with that, you realize that at least that will encourage students to be reading and to get themselves also develop that culture of reading. And in the long run, what we intend to do is to cascade it or spread it throughout the entire country, not limited to these few schools that have been supplied with these textbooks or with these reading material books so far. Those are some of the things that we are doing. And also, what we tried doing is we've seen some of our regions that are also conducting some competition amongst children in the same schools and then cross schools, and cross clusters. All of this is just to build that reading culture in the schools. Maybe before coming there, just to say, some of you may heard about this maize program that the ministries has started. The rationale behind the program or the essence of the program is to help in building the children's capacity because there is an institution here called effective intervention. What we have realized that they have helped children to read and write at very tender stage of their lives. So as a ministry, we adopted that strategy and we are working with them so that they can complement our efforts. So we have an M&E and every term there is a conduct on that exercise. So equally, we'll use the same structure that we have to be measuring this reading culture we've started in our schools so that it gives the feedback to management and see what needs to be done, what needs to be strengthened, and what needs to be improved wherever it is required. So those are some of the things that we want to do. We'll strengthen monitoring and we'll strengthen evaluation. The assessment team does assessment across the country. And in the way they do the assessment, just to tell you that they don't cluster children. The assessment is done per child. Every child is subjected to the assessment. Every child is subjected to the assessment. So it is individual assessment across all the 61 schools that we have already piloted and we are working on. So that just tells you how interested we are. So it is not going to give us aggregate data, but at least individual data on the performance of each of those children within these schools that we are working with. Of course, that's the reason for my presence. As you see, I came not only to represent the minister or the military. We are very interested because it's our students that are brought here and who are tested. So we want to really collaborate with them, and not only them, with any other institution or organization that is ready and willing to work with us in terms of improving literacy in this country or building the reading culture of children across our schools and across the country. So that's our plan, and we'll continue to work. We've been partnering with them for years now in whatever they do, and we will continue that collaboration and partnership so that we can work together for the interests of the children and the country as a whole. The message to the parents is always the same. Let us all collaborate. Everyone has a role to play. Education is not a one-man show. It's not an institution show. It's a collective responsibility. The teachers can teach, but if the children are not sent to school, there will be no students in the school. So parents, we want to request that they support by ensuring that they leave their children to go to school and monitor what they do when they come back. Because sometimes students go to school and they are given some exercises to be done at home, and those exercises are never done because there is no follow-up. So we want the collaboration of everybody, particularly the parents. We should be interested in the teaching and the learning of our children so that in that way we'll help them to grow and achieve the desired national goal that is set by the minister.
Jame, and I am the representative of Hadigale International College. The reason I was motivated to be here is because I wanted to show the world that there are young people that are capable of delivering public speaking or delivering or playing readings. So I just wanted to encourage young youths to engage into academic education so it would make the Gambia a better place. So our young ones that are rising up would look up to us and be like, I'd want to be like her one day. I want to represent the Gambia internationally so the world would know that Gambia have really talented youths.
Yes, my name is Honorable Bukari Gay. I am the acting IPRO of Read Gambia Foundation. Yes, it is very important to talk to the media about our setup objective of Read Gambia Foundation because we believe reading should be a culture, and of course, then our student used to be a good reader, but not now because that culture has been faded off, maybe by so many reasons. But again, we have a long term objective that is to compete in the World Guinness reading longest record. And after this event, we hope like the winners are going to represent the Gambia at international reading competition. That is the World Guinness record by the grace of God. So that is the long-term goal we have. And then inshallah, this foundation was established 2025. That is this year, just a few months ago. But you can see there were a lot of development, and from there we are going to move to the next level. Very good.
When I heard that the winner will be representing Gambia in the Guinness World Record, I thought it was a chance to participate. I was born in Nigeria, and Nigeria has like multiple Guinness World Record, and I believe Gambia should also be put on the world map. Gambia deserves an opportunity to have a place in the Guinness World Record, so I decided to participate.